the poor poorer. You do not create wealth and opportunity that way. You do not create a property-owning democracy that way.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the barefoot king composing hallelujah.
Will Rogers died in a fiery plane crash in 1935. Did you know that was here in Alaska? Yeah, it was at Point Barrow. Point Barrow. Will Rogers was taking a worldwide plane trip with a world-famous pilot. I forget what his name was, but he had already circumnavigated the globe in his little airplane once and was taking Will Rogers on a worldwide trip. They died on takeoff in Point Barrow, 1935. Well, not long before his death in that crash, he gave a presentation. He gave one of his last speeches, and he was asked by an audience member, what's the secret to happiness? Now, you may have noticed in the Anchorage Dispatch, or the Alaska Dispatch, there was a poll. Alaska Dispatch had done a poll about what makes Alaskans happier and who's happier, and they said people that make more money are happier, white people are happier, yada, yada, married people are happier, parents are happier. Parents? No, it's true. Anyway, and I started thinking about it. It's like, what would Will Rogers have said? Here's what he exactly said in 1935. Answer was so simple, almost too simple. Here's what he said. It's 3 parts. Number 1, know what you're doing. This is that happiness. Know what you're doing. 2, love what you're doing. 3, believe in what you are doing. Know, love, and believe in what you're doing. Wow, I love that. I love it. And I wanted to say this to you. If you're not, as the example in the Alaska Dispatch noted, if you're not white, if you're not making $100,000 a year, if you're not a man, if you're not married, you don't have kids, you can still be happy. And here's the secret to it. It's right here. Know what you're doing, love what you're doing, and believe in what you're doing. Here's the secret if you're in a job you hate. Listen up. If you're in a job you hate, you don't have to just listen to me. You don't have to acknowledge this and go and have your boss see you turn up the radio like, yeah, tune into this because I hate my job. But if you don't like what you're doing, if you hate your job, if you get sick on Monday morning just thinking about going into work, imagine you're no longer an employee. Give notice in your head. Fire yourself and become an independent contractor. I guarantee your world will turn on a dime. I guarantee it. If you view yourself as an entrepreneur and an independent contractor, and you say, you know what, I am self-employed, I'm going to learn as much as possible. That's the knowledge. I'm going to know what I'm doing, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to love being self-employed, and I'm going to believe in it. Your job will suddenly become a joy. You will be a self-employed entrepreneur on the job, give more in use value than you're taking home in cash value, and your entire world will change. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Alaskan Mindbender brought to you by Blackwater Bend Espresso. When good won't do, get gourmet brew. Well, Jim and Willie are going out to Blackwater Bend Espresso for free. A lot of you had the right answer, but they were selected at random. They know that seals, freshwater seals, that's right, one of 5 lakes. The other lakes are in Russia, 2 of them, one in Finland and one in Canada. That's right. And then there's Lake Iliamna. So they're one of 5 lakes in the world with freshwater seals. Now, according to the native population, they say that they actually taste better. So right here in front of me, I have some seal meat. I've got freshwater seal right here. And then over here, I have regular saltwater seal. Get the knife. I'm going to take a bite. This is the freshwater seal. It's chewy. It's a little bit of soy sauce on it, and it actually would be right. Okay, that's freshwater seal. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to cut up the regular seal. This is saltwater seal, harbor seal, a little chunk. This I think is out of the. I don't know. Is this the flank? Would this be the flank of this? I don't know. I'm just going to try it. This is it's nutty. It's chewier, and it's nuttier. I'm kidding. I'm not eating seal. It's radio. It's theater of the mind. I just blew your mind. You're just like, oh, man, he's eating seal on the radio. That is so cool. It's not cool at all. Christopher Story here along with David Webb. At least today, it was my mom's favorite show before I actually went on air. We'll see. I'm probably going to get a text from my mother in the not-too-distant future telling me never to do that again. It's bad enough that I drink coffee on the air. Now I'm eating seal, which is probably illegal. I don't know. And I want to thank you for being here. I want to remind you, you really can do what you want to do, go where you want to go, and be who you want to be in this world. I invite you to stay in touch and in tune with me on the World Wide Web at ontopoftheworldradio.com. ontopoftheworldradio.com. I appreciate you very much, and we'll see you next time. I'm Chris Story reminding you, Alaska matters, and so do you.